One of the things that is a new area in practice management is how to retain staff, all right? And we have a very unique way for our practice franchisees to do it. But essentially, first of all, we pay our staff the going rate, all right? Number two, we have a very good incentive plan, all right? I mean, a phenomenal incentive plan that if we make money every month, they get a check, all right? Not every month, but most months they do, and it can be quite substantial. I mean, we've had our girls get up to $700 to $500 to even $900 bonus. That's amazing in most practices, all right? Not every month, but there's usually a bonus, but it keeps them motivated to make things run well. The next thing is very important for staff retention, and I just can't emphasize this bad enough, or strong enough, I suppose, to say. Every morning, for a half hour, every staff member is mandated to come for a meeting. We have a staff meeting every morning. We open at 9. At 8:30, they have to be there. And we all sit in the lobby in a big circle, put the chairs around, and we go around and several things. Number one is we go over all the problems, all right? And I tell staff members, that's a time where you want to yell and scream and bitch. That's okay there. That's where we get rid of all those issues and deal with those issues. In front of the patients, you are one unified team, all right? And they get that, and they do. Number two is it helps to solve problems early, all right? Number three, they now have a chance to buy into your vision of what you want to do, what you're trying to accomplish. And now, that buying into your vision makes them want to work for you and stay there, all right? Because people are much happier working where there's a vision and they're part of it and feel part of that, all right? The last thing that's very important for physicians, and this becomes an area that we stress greatly for our franchisees, but doctors often delegate that role of business management to their office manager. We are against that, all right? Now, we have no problem delegating everything. But during that meeting, when we sit around the circle, the doctor is the one that's operating the show, running the show, and delegating what's happening. Number two, he may delegate what to do for each situation, all that, but the doctor is the one in charge. Once you are in charge, it becomes much harder for someone to swindle you, take advantage payroll-wise, or take advantage stealing money from you. We have a whole set of things that we do for our franchisees to minimize that. But the big issue is that staff has to know that you're in charge. You've got your finger on the pulse. You're the one where the buck stops. And the other thing that's very, very important in that meeting, every meeting we end with some kind of uplifting saying, all right? It doesn't have to be anything profound. Often it's from our experience. But every meeting we want to end on a positive note and something uplifting to build morale for our staff. Because bottom line, if the staff is happy, they'll stay, and number two, the patients are happy. And that's invaluable. It costs a lot of money to retain staff, all right? One other thing that we think is of value, we have a lot of students come through, all right? And we hire most of our new MAs from that student pool that run through here, because we've got a chance for 6 weeks to 3 months to watch them and see, will they fit, all right? The second thing, before we hire a patient, my wife and I take this person out to dinner, and my wife has to say, I like this person, I approve. Women have a better sense, a unique knack of knowing if there's going to be problems. And we recommend male physicians or female physicians that have their spouse to get another set of eyes and ears to look at that, all right? The other thing that we do for our employees is the doctors makes the final decision who we employ, all right? And we'll pick several out that we think are okay. But then we offer to everybody who is a full-time staff member, who's off probation, the first 3 months are on probation, everybody who's off probation is a full-time staff member. They get a vote and a say, do we want this person or not? Because they know if this person is going to fit. You know, they have a good sense, and it saves a lot of grief for the doctor down the road, because it costs money to retrain. Number two, it costs tremendous amount in morale. Number three, if you want to keep yourselves out of I was going to say debtor's prison, but with lawsuits and problems with employees, you want to keep your employees happy, and that's how we do it.